Alright, back with another Food Geek, and this time I got a snack, and it's one that I look forward to. It's the new Lay's flavors. And it seems like now, I think this is the third or fourth year in a row, every year Lay's puts out a series of new flavors. But before, you would vote on which one was going to stay, and it seems like these ones, there's no voting to see which stays. There's each bag has a point value, and you can enter your points you can win trips and travel gear, and personally that doesn't interest me. I just want to try the flavors. And I got a bonus. I've spotted, as I was picking up these chips, I spotted a weird flavor of Pringles that I never saw before, so we're going to try that at the end as a bonus. So I found them at Walgreens. I couldn't find them at CLIB or Target yet in my area, so if you're looking for them, check out Walgreens. They had a big display up front by the registers, and I was actually kind of looking for them. I was picking up something else, but they were like right by the register, so I impulse bought them all. They had 3 different sizes, and I kind of bought bigger ones depending on what I thought I would like. So first, let's try the Brazilian picanha.
Moça do corpo dourado do sol de
So, gonna tell you ahead of time, I already tried these last night, actually, with my girlfriend. We look forward to these new flavors every year just to see what it is. Maybe there's gonna be a good one, and maybe they'll just be really weird. Either way, it's really fun to try them. So, I did try these all last night, so I'm not gonna pretend like I've never tried these. I'm just gonna give you my opinion. So Brazilian picanha, it says it's steak in chimichurri sauce. I've never actually eaten this as far as I know. I might have had it at the Brazilian restaurant, but that was years ago and I don't really remember. So give it a try. So something was off with my palate last night because I thought these had barely any flavor. So you do get kind of a beef steak kind of taste. Not real strong. And then some of those seasonings, but it still is kind of one of the weaker flavors of the ones that they put out. They put out 4 of them. So I'm going to try several trips at the same time just to get that flavor. Let's get 3 good ones. So yeah, I could taste it a little bit stronger there. Still not really strong though. I don't know. I can't tell you if this tastes accurate to what this would taste like because I don't remember if I've ever had this in my life. But it's a pretty good flavor. It is really subdued though. Like you really need to shove a mouthful of chips in there just to get the flavor. But it's not unpleasant, that's for sure. I don't really know what the ingredients in chimichurri sauce for these steaks would be. I don't know if it looks kind of like a pesto or something, but let's see what these ingredients say on here. Well, of course, picanha seasoning, so it's not going to really break that down. But there's some oregano, parsley, black pepper, garlic, olive oil, onion. Oh yeah, molasses. Oh, that's for color. No, molasses. Okay. Either way, they taste pretty good. They're not terrible, but not a lot of flavor there. Maybe if your palate is better than mine, you can pick up on more of those flavors. But for me, this one, hardly any smell either. This one isn't really doing it for me. It's not bad. I'd eat them again, but I'm never going to buy them again, that's for sure. So, let me just give it one more try. Yeah, you get some of those seasonings right away, but they die quick. So, scale of 1 to 10. I'm just going to go down the middle of the road here and give them a 5 because they're not bad. They're not good. They're just meh. Next one I'm going to go to is the Greek tzatziki. About a smaller bag of this one too. Not the smallest size. But I like gyros. If you don't know, this is what the cucumber sauce they put on gyros. I like gyros a lot. And I usually go lighter on the sauce if I'm making my own gyro or scrape some off if they put too much on there. So, about a medium bag of this. Yeah, I didn't think this was going to be like a great standalone flavor because it's a condiment that you put on a chip, but then again, there's ketchup chips and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, and I want to point out the first chips were just the regular classic Lay's. These ones are on the wavy chip, so we got the ridges for a little more extra crunch. Let's check them out. Find a nice big one here since we're sampling. There's no real big one, so I'm going to do a couple. So, when you open the bag and smell it, it smells like tzatziki sauce. You smell that cucumber. And so let's go for a bite. The flavor here is pretty strong. It's not overwhelming. But as soon as you put those chips in your mouth, it tastes exactly like tzatziki sauce. Which is pretty good if you like that, but it's not my favorite part about the gyro. Obviously, it's the meat and the seasonings on the meat. So, what I think you should do is they made gyro chips last year. I don't think you can get them anymore, though. Maybe you can find them on Amazon or something. If you get the gyro chips and eat these with them, mix them up, I think that'd be really good. But by itself, I don't know if I need a whole bag of these. They are really good, though. I mean, there's something about the cucumber flavor that's kind of refreshing. So maybe these would be good for your backyard. Complement some of the meats. If you're having seasoned meats, you're outdoors. I can see these going pretty good with something like that. They're pretty interesting though. The flavor wise, they're spot on. I don't think you can make this taste any more like tzatziki unless you were dipping it in there. Yeah, tastes great. Not super interesting on its own. Would probably be really good. Would probably be really good to accompany some meats. I'm gonna give these like a 6.5 out of 10 because they're good. They're just not super interesting. Probably wouldn't buy them again. But I will eat the rest of this bag. Better believe that. They're growing on me. They're growing on me. Next one I'm going to do are the Indian tikka masala. So the Indian tikka masala, they're on the kettle cooked chips. So I like that they have some of them on different chips. I don't know if they necessarily go better on those chips or not, but it's interesting when you're trying them all. I bought the big bag of these because I love Indian food. So does my girlfriend, so I knew we would probably like these. When I was buying them, the cashier said she actually tried them, and she said they were really good, so I got excited. Let's give them a try. When you open it, it smells like you're in an Indian restaurant. Exactly, all those Indian spices. It smells just like Indian food. So with the smell, the aroma there, they got that spot on. We'll just look at the ingredients. Tikka masala seasoning. Okay, so turmeric, I don't know how the hell to say that. Cumin, tomato powder, sugar, cream, pretty much everything you would put in this actual dish. So let's try them. None of these are that big either, so I'm going to go for a few of them, just get a good mouthful of them. These are so good. Tastes exactly like what it's supposed to. Just like the tzatziki. And you really get those seasonings that are used in cooking these dishes. Specifically this one. And it's so good. It's like you're snacking on Indian food. You don't have to go to the restaurant or try to make it yourself. You can just get that flavor right here with these chips. And it smells so good. I'm going to go for a big ass handful. I'm really glad they put these on kettle chips too. I don't know if it hurts it or helps it, but kettle cooked chips are just always better. These are delicious though, and you can even kind of taste the, I believe there's like a yogurt or a cream that's made with this sauce, or you put it in the sauce to make it, and you can kind of get that flavor even. You pick up on really, I mean, it tastes exactly like you're eating this. I just want to eat this whole bag. I wonder if this flavor would go well on pita chips. Get on that, Lay's. That's right, you just make potato stuff, so probably not going to happen. But these are damn good. I hope they stay around. Probably won't. But you know what? The biscuits and gravy from last year stayed around, and I thought that was one of the weaker flavors. The Reuben were by far the best, in my opinion. I don't know what you could do to make these better. I'm giving these a 10 out of 10. Now, that's based on I like Indian food. I like this dish. It tastes like it. It smells like it. There's nothing better. So, unless you don't like Indian food or this, maybe you're not going to like it as much, but I think this is fan-freaking-tastic. 10 out of 10. Gotta get more. I just want to stop doing this review right now and just eat that whole bag of chips. All right. Last but not least is the Chinese Szechuan chicken. I was forced to buy a gigantic bag of this because this is the only size they had. Not that I thought it was going to be bad, just out of all these flavors. I don't need like 4 giant bags of chips around. In the ingredients, including natural Szechuan wok type flavor. What's a natural wok type flavor of Szechuan? It's bullshit. So, when you open them, it smells like Chinese food. It smells like sweet and sour, but there's definitely kind of a smell of maybe some meat there. Chicken, perhaps. Let's try them. They're on the regular classic Lay's chips, by the way. And out of all the chips, these are definitely the least appealing looking ones. I mean, the seasoning on them, they look like dirty brown. It looks like potato skins that you didn't wash. That being said, though, they smell good, so let's give them a try. 2 at once. You get those flavors and aromas as soon as you put it in your mouth. A few seconds into chewing, it gets spicy, tingly, and I think that's exactly what you would expect from this dish. The rest of those flavors fade away pretty fast, though. It doesn't really hang out in your mouth, but it's good. I like it. Yeah, some of those flavors of the peppers and the sweetness are the first things to fade. So when you're chewing on them, what's left is kind of the, I don't know, the flavoring that's supposed to taste like meat, I guess. Or maybe that's the Szechuan wok type flavor. Because that's a real thing. It says so on the ingredients. It's bullshit. These definitely smell better than they look and taste, though. Not that they taste bad. They're just not great. I definitely don't need a whole bag of these. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll finish them. The part of that flavor that I want to remain the longest is the quickest thing to fade. So that's kind of what's weak about these. I kind of want some of that sweetness to stay around with the spice. The spice is good, though. I like the level of spice. I like how that feels. These bad boys, I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. They're pretty good. Smell, flavor's pretty spot on. It's just not something that I would want to continue to eat, probably. So, I was just about to go to the cash register. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted this Pringles flavor I've never seen before. And it's called Hot Diggity Dog. And look at how ugly that package is. It's like this pink, not the color of a hot dog, I wouldn't say. And then the only topping that they put on there was mustard. So, I'm thinking it's going to be a mustard flavored hot dog. Now, okay, I've already tried them. When you pop it open, smells like mustard, vinegary mustard. They look pretty normal. There's a little bit of red seasoning dots on them. Let's give them a try. Instantly, when you put these in your mouth, talking about my mouth full again. Instantly, when you put these in your mouth, it tastes like mustard. Very strongly. Mustard, all mustard. And not like a good spicy brown mustard, just yellow mustard. And I don't know why they call them Hot Diggity Dog, because it doesn't really taste like hot dog at all. It tastes like mustard. That's it. Call them mustard chips. That being said, usually on like cheeseburger flavored things like chips, I usually think that they overdo it with the pickle flavor and the mustard flavor, and it just turns me off to the chip in general. But with these, it's a pleasant yellow mustard flavor. I like it, and I'm not huge on mustard. If I put mustard on something, it's a really small amount. But I like these a lot, actually. These are really good, and if you like yellow mustard, you're gonna love these. These are good. Just don't expect them to taste like hot dogs. Maybe a little bit at the end. These really surprised me, though. I bought these because I thought they looked disgusting, and I thought they'd just be fun because it'd be funny because they weren't good. But I actually like these, and I'm definitely going to finish these. I probably won't seek them out and buy them again, but maybe. Maybe Pringles are on sale, and they got them there. I'll buy them. So yeah, they're pretty good. I'm going to give these, surprisingly, an 8 out of 10. It's a really good flavor, well done. If you don't like mustard at all, you're not going to like them at all. That's all the chips I got for today. Definitely check these out if you think they sound pretty good to you. I liked most of them. I definitely wouldn't spit them out. None of them were terrible. So give them a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.